Welcome to PowerSlamTV on Shaw. I'm your old pal Bulldog, and tonight, what a night. You're going to see Dewey Robson take on the Black Hornet. You're going to see Tyler Knox take on the Killer Bee, and then our main event, Bad Seeds versus the Big Sexy Beast, Jumpin Josh. I can't wait. Let's get to it.
Out of night, there's nowhere left to hide.
Here we go. Dewey Robson. Dewey Robson. After a long layoff with the coronavirus restrictions, we finally get to see Dewey Robson back in action. He's going to be taking on the Black Hornet. I don't know. This is going to just start off to be a slobber knocker. I got high hopes. There's the bell. This one's underway. Black Hornet looking a little tentative. I'd be too. Dewey Robson's been on a roll. This guy is just... Here we go. Collar double tie up. Dewey Robson with a standing side headlock right off the bat. Like I was starting to say, Dewey Robson has been on a roll. He's really been on fire. He's been training hard, soaking up information and wrestling. Just, you wouldn't believe how leaps and bounds can happen. But Dewey Robson is making leaps and bounds. I'm telling you, here we go. Nice arm ringer. Ow. Ow. You know, I'm glad Dewey Robson never did that to me. I'm glad I never had to wrestle the guy, because that looks like it really hurts. That arm ringer hold is painful enough, but when you get your hand headbutted, that's a Dewey Robson special. That's what I'm going to call that. Watch this now. Nice strong clothesline puts the Black Hornet on his back. Dewey Robson in control. This is ref Rachel getting a 2 count. Dewey Robson now with arm bar, putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder. Try to advance his position from that. See what Dewey Robson has in mind. I know he has a plan. He usually does. Black Hornet has to try and find a way out of this arm bar. I mean, he's got himself back to a vertical base. There he goes. That was very, very quick. Now Black Hornet with a standing side headlock, giving Dewey Robson some trouble. Let's see if Dewey can figure his way out of this. And it looks like the Black Hornet has that headlock sunk in tight. There you go. Dewey Robson electing for a forearm shiver off the ropes. Whoa! The gamble didn't pay off for Dewey. He lost the contest of shoulder blocks, and now Black Hornet in control. Flown over it off the rope. Oh! And just like that, Dewey Robson. Just like that, Dewey Robson with a high elevation on that drop kick takes control from the Black Hornet. And wow, Black Hornet for a second, I'm pretty sure he forgot how thinking works. He got hit so hard. Now Dewey with a front face lock. Short right to the jaw, just to sort of say thank you for getting into position. And Irish whip. That was a good hard Irish whip. Black Hornet. Wait a minute. Black Hornet out of the way. Dewey Robson now. Better watch his back as Black Hornet lays the blows into it. And now he's opting for a standing side suplex. Well executed by Black Hornet, choosing to follow it up with a leg drop. That's a kind of lackadaisical pin. You're not going to keep Dewey Robson's shoulders down to the mat if you're holding on to him by his solar plexus. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Black Hornet misstepped on the ropes. That might buy Dewey Robson time to avoid. No! I was thinking Dewey Robson might have had the time to avoid that double axe handle, but unfortunately he collected it right in the small of the back, and now Black Hornet really working on the back of Dewey Robson. At least he's keeping his focus on one part. Watch this now. Dewey Robson with the reversal. Oh, this looks painful. This looks painful. Oh, that looks even more painful. Dewey Robson, I'm not sure what he calls that, but planting Black Hornet in the middle of the ring. I wonder if we're going to see the dewdrop. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm not sure what Dewey has in mind here. Oh. Now I know what he has in mind. I love that neck breaker. All kinds of innovation in that one. The Black Hornet can do nothing but take all the impact right in the back of the neck and shoulders. Now Dewey Robson. Oh, look at this list. Beautiful. Dewdrop puts Black Hornet down with a splat. Ref Rachel gets a 1-2. She got him. Dewey Robson coming out on top of this one. Over the Black Hornet. That was something. Black Hornet put up a bit of a fight, but Dewey Robson, your winner. Now we're going to go to some comments from the bad seeds. I'm sorry I have to announce this segment, folks, but I do. Let's go see what's on the mind of the Stormbringer and the Cowboy.
Bring her! Bring her! Bring her! Cowboy! Bring her! Cowboy! Bring her! Tonight, big sexy beats, Jumpin Josh. Little boy, big sexy buffoon. You little bus stop nobodies are in for a bad ride. Nobody makes fun of the bad seeds. Ha! Nobody!
Valentine kind of makes his ego a bit bigger than it needs to be at this stage of his growth, but you can't have him all. I just want to see how he's progressing, and thank God Vinny Valentine's not here to blab his mouth all over the place, but let's see what Tyler Knox can do on his own in the ring, one-on-one, with a seasoned veteran, Killer Bee. There's the bell, we're underway. Collar double tie-up. Dewey Robson. I was so used to Dewey Robson in the ring there. I was thinking I'm still looking at him. Tyler Knox, rather, with a nice arm wringer and the wrist lock. Look at this. See if what's his finger. There we go. Killer Bee made a reversal. Tyler Knox with a nice little ankle pick, dropping an elbow on the knee, and then jumping up to a headlock where he started things. Nice little combination Tyler Knox has put together. See if Killer Bee can find his way out of this one. Killer Bee doesn't look like he's really making a lot of motion to try and get his hips rolled over, which is what you need to do first in order to get out of this predicament. Now he's, oh, there you go. He found another way. He made a liar out of the old dog. Oh, Killer Bee putting some leverage on that. Tyler Knox now rolling his hips like he's trying to escape. Watch this now. Pops his head out. Jumps on Killer Bee with another headlock. It's an interesting contest. There you go. Now watch Killer Bee roll his hips around. And then that forces Tyler Knox to lean on him, and he just powers himself right up. Tyler Knox, though, not letting go of that standing side headlock. Killer Bee's going to have some sore ears after this one. There's a short forearm, followed by another one. Killer Bee throwing Tyler Knox off the ropes. Oh, and losing that contest. Tyler Knox runs right through Killer Bee. Now Killer Bee with a hip toss. Nicely done. Don't worry about your gear, son. Worry about the moves. There we go. Standing side headlock. Killer Bee working on that. Wait a minute. Tyler Knox just powered him around. Now Tyler Knox laying the boots to the back of the leg and hamstring area of Killer Bee. Tyler Knox is getting a little bit more aggressive. Little bit more arrogant. Looks like he's waiting for something. What's he waiting for? Up, 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 and scoop and slam. Look at that elbow. All kinds of aggression on that one, 1-2, and Killer B just barely getting the shoulder up. Tyler Knox refusing to give up control of this matchup now. Killer B with a right and another right and another right. Tyler Knox responding with a kick right to the hamstring, the upper thigh. Look at this. Wait a minute. I think Tyler Knox didn't have as good of a grip on that as he thought he did. Out of the way. Oh, a spear. Tyler Knox pulling a spear out of nowhere. I wonder if he's got the Killer Bee subdued enough where he can pull that maneuver off. I'd love to see what it was he was trying to do. Once, twice, and 3 times a matey. Watch this now. Whoa! That was something. 1, 2, and 3. Tyler Knox coming out on top of this one. Well done. Looks like Tyler Knox might have something to say. And I think we're subjected to hearing it.
Last week I said, 2021 is going to be the year of Tyler Knox. I'm going to be a champion. That right there is step 1. Step 2, Jumpin Josh, you and me, next week, cruiserweight title.
But first, we're going to go to Sydney Steele with some pre-recorded comments and hear what our champion has to say.
A time limit draw. Travis, last week's outcome is unacceptable to me. You know, and I'll take the blame. That one's my fault. Go back and watch the way I wrestled that match. I did this to myself. I wanted so badly to hear you admit that you couldn't beat me, that any time I should have easily had the 1, 2, 3. Instead, I turned and I looked at the referee and I asked her to see if you wanted to give up. I let my ego get the better of me, but Travis, that's not going to happen again. See, the thing is, you and I, we seem to keep going around and around and around in this never-ending circle. And I'm sick of it. So I've got a suggestion. Friday, April the 9th, PPWX, the 10th anniversary celebration for Pure Power Wrestling. Sydney Steele, Travis Copeland. One more match. And the winner leaves with this championship belt you see so proudly displayed over my shoulder. And this time, we're not going to have a championship held up. We're not going to have a 60-minute Iron Man match that goes into overtime. We are not going to have a time limit draw. We are going to have a winner one way or another if it kills one or both of us, Travis. So what do you say? April 9th, one more match. Sydney Steele and Travis Copeland for the PPW Heavyweight Championship.
Here you have the keeper of other people's things. bad seeds.
I tell you something, my smell boys. You're about to be humbled.
I got a funny feeling that the bad seeds might get their comeuppance pretty quick here. Bad seeds might get their comeuppance pretty quick here because their opponents, this guy's not messing around. Our cruiserweight champion, Jumpin Josh, he may be the smallest dog in the fight, but believe me, this kid has got heart, he's got guts, he's got determination, he's got skill, he's got youth, and he's got a big, sexy beast in Bradley Graham. They call themselves the Bus Stop Boys. There's a story behind that, but I'm not going to tell it because it is not my story to tell. But I'll tell you what, it's a funny story to listen to. Here we go. Big sexy beast and Jumpin Josh, the Bus Stop Boys. This is going to explode. I can't wait. Watch out for debris. Jumpin Josh just a little bit sick and tired of these two bullies taking advantage every single time they had a chance, and now he went out and got himself a big sexy beast for a tag team partner. And let me tell you something, the big sexy beast is afraid of nothing.
Get him in the corner, Rap. Get him in the corner. I got this. You feel good? Great. You feel good? The chair. Right there. The chair. Right there. The chair. Absolutely. The chair. Absolutely. The chair.
Cowboy Bryn Watts still referring to himself as the champ, even though he clearly lost his last championship opportunity to Jumpin Josh. Jumpin Josh trying to sneak one, two. Oh, wouldn't that have been great? And with a drop kick, another drop kick, and the big Stormbringer is on his heels. Jumpin Josh out of the gates early with a flying knee. Look at the size difference. This kid is all heart, man. I'm telling you, and he's got the big man on his heels, reeling. Watch this now. Big sexy beast from across the ring. Look out! Boom! What a collision! Down goes Bryn Watts. Big sexy beast is cleaning house. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. From the back of the Love Boutique, the big sexy beast. Watch this splash! Cowboy Bryn Watts. Not a whole lot of air left in those lungs. Watch this now. Watch this now. The Bus Stop Boys in control. Jumpin Josh. Throwing the big sexy beast. Oh, down goes Bryn Watts. And do it again, kid. Look at that. Hurricane Rana. Big Stormbringer has no clue where he is or what to do next. His pure instincts that he grabbed the bottom rope with both his wrestling boots. Folks, this is entertaining as hell. Oh, back elbow. Stormbringer now turning the tables. Look at the size difference. Jumpin Josh still really a smaller, leaner competitor, and Stormbringer just a massive. Now, wait a minute. Stormbringer just pulled something out of his knee pad. He's got something that he's got some kind of foreign object in his left hand that he just used to thrust into the neck of Jumpin Josh, probably trying to disrupt his breathing. They get a 2 count off of that.
Keep your eyes on where he's got something. Shut up!
Now Cowboy Bryn Watts going back to work. He's starting to zero in on that left leg of Jumpin Josh. And Jumpin Josh is in a really bad place. He's a long way away from help, and he's facing two of the most aggressive, skilled wrestlers in Western Canada. This kid is in a world of trouble right now. He can manage to kick out, but ultimately he's got to get himself out of that corner. That was a very painful maneuver. I still don't know the name of that one, but it looked like it could snap your shin in half if it's done by a man the size of the Stormbringer. Watch this one. Bryn Watts and Stormbringer, they've zeroed in on Jumpin' Josh's left leg. The best way to keep that kid from jumping is take care of one of those legs, and they're doing a relentless job of it. Watch this now, watch this. Watch Cowboy Bryn Watts. Working on those ligaments in the leg of Jumpin' Josh. 1, 2, and now watch. He's going to take Jumpin' Josh all the way to his corner, get a tag from the big man. Jumpin' Josh is so far away from the big sexy beast. They've literally nullified the 370-pounder. They've nullified the 370-pounder. Watch this. Not again. Oh, my. Oh, Josh is going to be feeling that for a week.
How's your knee, boy? How's your knee? Hey, rap.
Wait a second. Oh, outside the ring, Cowboy Bryn Watts. Big sexy beast trying to call ref Rachel's attention to it, but Stormbringer had her well distracted. And now the damage is done, and now, wait a second, not this. Oh, right across the shin. Jumpin' Josh is going to be lucky if they don't break that leg. Come on now. That's the third time Stormbringer hit Josh with that. Now Josh using his good leg to try and kick Stormbringer back down to size. Across the ring, and a knee in the breadbasket. That's about as high as he can get right now. Stormbringer with a rake in the eyes, and wait a second. Taking a cheap shot at the big sexy beast outside the ring. Cowboy Bryn Watts tagging himself in. Look at the position Jumpin' Josh is in right now. Oh! Cowboy Bryn Watts stomping on the hamstring and Jumpin' Josh. They've been beating on that left leg for the better part of 5 minutes now. Oh, wait a minute. Not this, not through the ropes. Not through the, oh, that even adds more leverage. You don't need to have that on there, that hold on very long when you've got the leg in the ropes because of the leverage it puts on the ankle joint. Oh! Stormbringer, double axe handle right about the jaw, it looked like. Ref Rachel with a 2 count. Jumpin' Josh showing all kinds of heart. Stormbringer showing all kinds of frustration. Big sexy beast is chomping at the bit, and the Cowboy Bryn Watts, he is just spiteful. Stormbringer now with a boot to the throat. Ref Rachel doing more 3 and 5 counts for these two because they just keep on putting illegal hold after illegal hold. And you notice the pace is slowed right down. This is where Stormbringer likes it. This is where Cowboy Bryn Watts likes it. Cowboy with a hold of Jumpin' Josh's left. Whoa! Thank you very much. Cowboy Bryn Watts just got his eyes crossed by that insecurity. Jumpin' Josh making a tag. Big sexy beast is in the house. Look out! Just about decapitating Cowboy Bryn Watts. Big sexy beast hit him again. Get it once for me. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Cowboy Bryn Watts has no idea who did it or what happened. He's kicking out on instinct. Big sexy beast. I thought he was going to commit homicide for a second when he power slammed Cowboy Bryn Watts. Wait a second. Now both men in the ring against the big. Then there's an eye rake. Can we maybe use a legal wrestling hold? Now, oh come on! What is going on here? They always get a 2-on-1 advantage. Stormbringer with that foreign object down. Oh! Right in the abdomen of the big sexy beast. One clothesline. You're not going to put him down with one. I don't care how big you are. That's the big sexy beast. You got to hit him with a Mack truck if you want him to go down. Cowboy Bryn Stormbringer rather trying to get. Oh, no, don't do that. Stop it with that. Stormbringer using that foreign object. And now they're bringing that shovel, Ronnie Van Zant, into the mix. Ronnie Van Zant wasn't a legal man in the ring. He's got no business in there. Ref Rachel is still distracted. Now look at this 1-2. You gotta be kidding me.
The champ, boy! I'm the champ, boy! Hey, get that!
Well, it took a 2-on-1. It took a foreign object. It took a Ronnie Van Zant snow shovel in the abdomen of Big Sexy Beast, and now they're not done yet. Come on, leave the kid alone. Have you not done enough? Leave him alone. Ref Rachel got to get control of this one. Someone could get hurt. Wait a minute. Dewey Robson's in to save the day. Dewey Robson's in to save the day. Way to go, kid. Swing that shovel. Hit one of those redneck SOBs. Come on, Dewey. Only in Pure Power Wrestling. Only in Pure Power Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, our time is up, but thank you for joining PPW PowerSlam TV on Shaw. Whoa! That's more action than I can really afford. I gotta go and get my medication before something bad happens inside my cranium. Dewey Robson still.